What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. And like I said, man, today, man, you might see a few videos from me. You gotta keep your subscription and your notification button on lock. Cause they're gonna be coming fast and heavy. But this is the truth behind the Webby and Terence J situation. Or beef. uh, all of this is because of Roxy, of course. And this time, Roxy wasn't at fault, but she went along with it. Now, see, what Roxy like to do is when she mess around, she mess around. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to get to the next level. Okay, people don't understand how this situation works. Like she deals with men with money. That's her turn on. And when people see the show, people think like, oh, they balling out of control. She's trying to get to the next level. She don't want to be doing this for the rest of her life. So she meeting all these people, she's networking. Like when she's on that show, she's trying to see like, okay, who's the next person to do this and who's the next person to do that. And everybody was over there trying to see how much they get. She's trying to get to the next level of baller, NBA basketball player, actor, and people were like, "Oh, okay." So, on average, because it's a BET show, some was doing at least some of say about at least 80,000 plus benefits, but they contracts fluctuates. One year they might make a little more than that. One year they don't, but they get all the perks. They get to go to the award shows, MTV, BET. Sometimes they host. They get other gigs. So it's never what you see initially on the paper. You get great incentives on the side. Like if they like you as a personality, you'll get chosen to co-host these little award shows, these little events. You get picked up for Nickelodeon and you get other perks and gifts. So you network, and hopefully things get bigger for you. So what she would do was go out and network, and then she started messing with a married man who was the prince, whether the king of the Turks of Caicos, which was Lisa Ray's husband, which I already did the truth behind that. And that almost ruined her at 106 in Park because Lisa Ray has such of a great appeal with BET. She had TV shows and everything else there. She could have said the word, Roxy was gone. But Lisa Ray said, that's going to look bad on me if I do that to her. And I know they're going to come after me for it. So why would I do that to her? And this girl, she's a kid. She's about my daughter's age. So why would I do that, and drag her in it? So at this point, she got played by this guy and she got all this backlash. Terrence stood up for her. So Terrence and her became more closer on the show and allegedly was screwing around, which everybody knew they were. So she claims no more screwing around. I'm going to kick it with Terrence, but she's still looking for that rich guy. But he became that shoulder to cry on because he stuck up for her and helped her keep her job. Now, enter Webby. Now, Webby don't know they messing around. Terrence on the show, he always be jabbing with her because he takes her out, on dates and cheap dates and all this stuff. But then he be on the side trying to get him a chick on the side too. But Roxy can't do nothing, but he can't. So on the show, he just be like, "No, man, I just be playing like, we be playing off each other like I like her like that." But he really do. He's really was with and controlling. So when Webby came on the show, she was all over Webby. Like, hugging all over Webby like you saw in the photo. It was all love. It wasn't no problem. So Webby, he lives with the mouth. So he started talking to her any old kind of way. And Terrence seen her hug and they having a conversation. She just like, she was with it. And it got out of control because Terrence is over there trying to act like he ain't paying attention, but he's 100% paying attention. So it became a problem when he was like, all right, so what's up with it? Like, because the conversation was going back and forth. It wasn't like he was just talking to himself. That's why it went as long as it did. So when he's like, so what's up with it? So we finna do what's what? And she's just like, like, Negro, you ain't supposed to be loud with it. Be discreet. We can do that, but like we was talking, but not now, because now the dude I'm sleeping with is right there. Now I gotta play the role. Like, no, what are you talking about? No, no. And Terrence comes right over. He harassing you? Yeah, see. Yeah, he gotta go. Yeah, 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 he gotta go. And so he goes over there and tell the people that Webby gotta go. And then after this was at the end of it. And then he goes on BET and tells everybody, yeah, no thanks to Webby, and he has just been banned from 106 in Park. Because Terrence went back there, no, he can't come back on the show no more. Nah, he can't come back on my show. It was his show now. He was all cocky, my show. I don't want him on my show, my set. And he gonna be doing that and trying to insult my co-host. It's my show this, my show that. So off the top, BET just sent the letter out to the management of Webby and everybody else, Trill Entertainment, like, he's gone. He can't come to BET functions. He can't come to 106 in Park. So Trill Entertainment, they called, they apologized. They said, we take sexual assault real, seriously over here at BET. And that's just how we do it. Plus, he already had a red flag saying a very crass remark on the BET red carpet. So, him already with this, it's a bad look. So, Terrence, by him causing this ruckus and going to BET to make sure he couldn't come back, because he knew, like, man, I'm going to get my face knocked off. He going to punch me right in the face. And he was scared. So he was asking BET for security when they was in Louisiana. Because he was like, man, everybody like, man, Webby looking for you, man. And in the club, like, he supposed to go to the after party. He didn't go. He told BET, I need some security or I can't go. Because Webby's still out there, man. And he's acting real crazy about that, being banned and all that stuff. And, I think we need to have extra security out there, to make sure we're safe, like us and the staff, because, he's a very dangerous man and he's making threats. You got to take it serious. So that's why all this extra attention was paid to Webby when Webby didn't even say nothing. It was everybody else telling Webby, like, yo, there's that BA Negro. He gonna be at the club tomorrow. You want me to get him? You want me to hit him, Webby? Because Webby was like, man, if I see him, no. If I see dude, I'll take care of it. I'm going to slap him. Straight up. And for years, Terence J has been avoiding Webby any chance he can get. He's going to avoid Webby. And Webby was in town to do a show, radio or something. And this is a few years later. And the whole incident is supposed to have been blown over. Like Trill Entertainment called and apologized. They were really nice. Webby didn't do it, but Roxy started playing the victim role to boost her case. She was still, I just want to talk about my experience and there's just no place for that. And now she wanted to play the victim role and try to spin it into gold so she can get some interviews. So to get her name out there. So BET, who didn't want to add any publicity to this, now it's more publicity on it. So now he gets to go back and do an interview and speak on it because Roxy was speaking on it. So BET was upset with that with her. And she was like, every time I do something, it's such a big deal, but Terrence get to do what he wants. So her and Terrence's relationship is getting ready to fade off or is dozing off because she's getting tired of his possessiveness. And she ends up hooking up with Raphael Sadiq. And we'll talk about that later. But that's what happened with Terrence and Webby. Webby got that boy going. He running from hole to hole from him. He won't even go back to Louisiana. And Webby ain't even looking for him. He's still scared of what's going to happen when he runs into Webby. But he the one that pushed for him to get banned. First, he had him banned off 106 in Park. Then he pushed him to have him banned off all BET events. Because he knew if I'm doing an event, BET, and here comes Webby, Webby already said he going to smack me when he see me. So, that's just Terence J. He's a sucker like that. And that's just the way it is. I know way more stuff about Terence J and his whole suckerism when he tried to get my boy Jay's girl, Debbie. He was, what's up? You don't recognize me? You don't recognize me? No, you don't recognize me? You don't recognize me, BET? Huh? I gotta say BET, 106 and Park. She's like, I know you. So? Okay, you work for BET. Like, that was impressive, Debbie. I was like, whew. Terrence didn't know what he was doing. You guys wouldn't know Debbie. Debbie is a multi-millionaire. She's a multi-millionaire. He thought she was just some female actress, probably trying to get a role. I don't want to go too deep into this, but she's in Black Entertainment, Black Enterprise magazine. Yeah, there's a feature on her in there. But I'm gonna let that go because that's bringing up some whole nother stuff. But yeah, he screwed up there, and I don't really blame him for shooting his shot. But he tried to come like he was bigger than her, because he had a show on 106 and Park and he was on TV. And this girl, this lady, this entrepreneur, businesswoman, you are way out her league. A TV show, really? This woman is probably the producer of that TV show. But he did a lot of sucker stuff, though, man. I mean, he did something to these up and coming artists, man. He lied to them and everything, man. It's a lot of Terrence J stories that's not good at all. And the thing is if you're not gonna be able to do something, Terrence, tell the people, man, I can't do it. Don't front. He's one of them dudes that's gonna front to the end. He know he can't do it. He know he ain't got it like that. And he got these people, in Atlanta, yeah, I know him. Holla at me. I got you. These dudes come all the way to Atlanta, and you talking about you got them. You didn't answer their calls. You blocked them. Kept sending them the voicemails. Never returned any of their messages. And these are dudes that's trying to get on in the game. Now for life, they look at you, and every time your name come up, they're like, man, that's a sucker. I mean, why would you do that to yourself? I know you Hollywood now, and that's part of what y'all do. But You made yourself like a sucker, man.